Yo, 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 it's your boy Sean Puff. I'm here with Mike K, and this is Flashback Friday with Smarks, Spotmonkeys, and Superkicks. I just like saying Superkicks. What's up, Mike? How you doing?
What's happening, man?
Not much. Back home doing my whole thing. I didn't get up into the studio upstairs, so to the office space. So I'm sitting in the room right now. Probably should have that screwball hidden. They're not getting paid. I'm not getting paid to show screwball, but again, some free advertisement right now on my shelf over there.
There you go. That's right. Free advertisement.
Free advertisement. Maybe they'll give me some free bottles.
Maybe they'll sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Sponsor me.
Sponsored by Screwballs.
Oh, man. So we're back for another Flashback Friday. We're going to have some great stuff to talk about during our regular show this week, but this is Flashback Friday. This is when we go back in the Wayback Machine and find something that happened in wrestling history and bring it to you in a review form. And we do a live watch along with you. So this week we're going to review ECW One Night Stand, John Cena versus Rob Van Dam for the WWE Championship. This is after Rob Van Dam won Money in the Bank and cashed it in at One Night Stand. Did you watch the rest of the show beforehand?
I've seen this show before. I didn't have to watch it again. I saw it before. I remember this pay-per-view. It's pretty good, actually.
It was actually a really good pay-per-view. So
Yeah.
just to run through it. It started out with first off, I love the ECW fans.
Yeah.
They're brash. They don't care. They're ridiculous. We got Paulie chants. We got ECW chants. We got Thank You Paulie chants. Paul gave a great ECW rebirth speech. It's funny because if the ECW product was as good as this pay-per-view was, it would have probably lasted and would have worked.
Yeah.
I thought this was a really good pay-per-view. You had Joey Styles in the booth solo to start it out, and then we had Taz versus Jerry Lawler in a squash match, a 3-second chokeout. Which was at first when I saw that was going to be the match, I was kind of like, really, we're going here? Why? And then it was a squash. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. That makes sense. And then Taz took his spot in the booth, and there was a lot of. My one problem with this is there was a lot of what happened the prior Monday on Raw, and they had a Raw versus ECW night.
Yeah, I remember that too. It was kind of like they really wanted to push. It was WWE's way of trying to push this pay-per-view when they didn't need.
Well, it was
to
right
push
before the launch on Sci-Fi too, so I think it was kind of pushing the ECW product in general.
Right, which those of us who are ECW fans, you didn't need to do that. We were perfectly fine the way you had it set. If you had set it up just the way it was, we were perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
ECW always was good at. They always had that. They had that. And NXT kind of does that now, where you have that small arena feel.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, you have more interaction from fans, which just makes the energy in the building that much better. It makes the energy that much. It feeds into the whole product. When you're more in an open area, you tend to don't get the same feeling. You look at WWE when they have these giant WrestleManias with 100,000 people.
Well, this wasn't even in a crazy arena. This was done in.
This is the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah, this is where they had their shit anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a small venue. Maybe an arena is a bad word. But
I got you. I thought you were saying that it should have been in a smaller venue.
No. It's in a small venue, which is what's good about it. ECW and NXT does it now, and ECW before.
Sorry, I'm moving all around here.
Being a small venue is what was great about it. So this being in Hammerstein Ballroom was perfect because it literally was people were jammed in there, standing on top of freaking looking down and everything, standing on top of basically standing on top of the ring, watching.
Yeah. Why is this? I'm just sorry. I'm trying to bring my volume down on this right now. There we go.
Oh.
Want to get that all set.
I think your volume is fine.
No. I meant my volume on I got everything set up sitting there for us. So just so you know, when we get to this match, we're gonna pick up at 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 59 seconds. That's where we're gonna start off
Yeah,
for
that's what I
this
got.
match. 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 59 seconds. That's where I'm paused at right now. But yeah, you're right. It's just that ECW feel, but the ECW crowd is different than your regular wrestling
Right.
crowd.
Yeah.
Kurt
Yeah.
Angle versus Randy Orton, incredible match. I gave that one a 3.75 out of 5 Bibles. And I thought it was very, very well done. Playing off the whole story, Kurt Angle turning and joining ECW, and that was pretty cool. Then we had the FBI take on Super Crazy and Tajiri. The FBI was Little Guido, Big Guido, and Tony Mamaluke.
Yeah.
I was never a Tony Mamaluke fan, but I just like saying Tony Mamaluke.
Tony Mamaluke.
I could probably say Tony Mamaluke about 5 more times tonight and just Tony Mamaluke out the whole show.
I was
Because
always a
like
huge
Tony
Tajiri
Mamaluke
fan.
and Mamaluke's do Tony Mamaluke shit, you know?
So love Tajiri.
Tajiri. Yeah, Tajiri is a beast. And this is after, you got to remember Super Crazy had that stupid gimmick where they brought the Mexicans from WCW over and had them riding lawnmowers down to the ring.
Yep. Yep.
So it was good to see him going back to actually being super crazy and not super
Well, they
hard worker.
Mexicools.
The
Yeah, they were
Mexicools, that's what they were. God,
Mexicools,
that was
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, the Mexican. It was basically let's make them be complete stereotypes.
Yep,
By
basically that's what they did.
Oh, you're saying the Mexicans only do yard work? Oh, okay.
I know, right? Ridiculous. No Sally Graziano. That's one of my favorite. That's my favorite member of the FBI. But that was a good match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 Bibles. Show came on at the end of that and like beat up everybody in the ring because Show had just joined ECW.
Yeah.
On the Raw after the Battle Royal. Then after that, JBL shows up in the crowd and went on the longest promo that didn't need to be. And I like JBL. But this promo was just too long and drawn out and nothing and pointless. So I kind of wasn't feeling that at all. I was like, oh, JBL, just please shut up. Even the crowd, again, I love the ECW crowd. So as he's chanting this, as he's doing his speech, the crowd is chanting, you suck dick. You suck dick. You suck dick. And then JBL, being as great as JBL is, because he's a wrestling god, in case you didn't know, he reacts by pointing out that there are no women there. Of course, there are women there, but he points out that there's no women there, and that and in an arena filled with no women, they're yelling about male private parts because they're nothing but a bunch of, and I quote, fruit booties. Yeah, so it went on way too long. It was too long of a promo. It wasn't needed. Then we got an Extreme Rules for the World Championship. Sabu versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was the world champion at the time. This match was great. I gave it 3.75 stars, even though it had the biggest fuck finish of the night. This was when at one point Rey is out on a table that's stretched between the ring and the railing.
Does the table break on its own or something?
No, Sabu does the jump off the top rope into a DDT, and DDT's Rey Mysterio through the table, and they were both hurt, and they came out and stopped.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. That's right. It was like their way of trying to save Rey and save face with Sabu at the same time. Save face with ECW and save Rey at the same time.
Yeah, right. It was bad.
I mean, it was ECW. You're not going to have if you want to promote your big time ECW One Night Stand, you're not going to have your big main ECW guys lose. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So
the match just shouldn't have happened.
Right.
Should have had it, or it should have been a title match or something. It was just dumb.
I mean, you could have had a double count. I don't know. You could have done something different. I don't know.
It was ECW rules. There's no count out. It was Extreme Rules.
Oh, there you go. If it's ECW rules, then how come there be a stoppage?
Well, because the officials came out and said that neither of them could go anymore and called for the bell.
Oh. Yeah, but ECW rules says you go till you can't go till you die.
Yeah, it was a fuck finish.
Yeah, usually is.
Then we got Mick Foley and Edge with Lita in their corner taking on Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer with Beulah McGillicuddy in their corner.
Beulah.
I completely forgot that Mick Foley and Edge were hardcore champions.
Me too.
Yeah, they were hardcore champion.
Yeah.
With Lita as their manager.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, maybe I wasn't watching wrestling in 1996. I don't know. Maybe I just I kind of don't remember this much at all.
Yeah.
It was a great match, though. Listen, if you want to go back, we're going to watch Cena versus RVD. But if you want to go back and watch a match, I gave this one 4.5 out of 5 Bibles. Like, this was ECW. Like,
yeah.
Barbed wire, chairs, tables. Oh, by the way, they made this a 3-on-3 match instead of a tag team match, and Beulah McGillicuddy ended up in the match, and Lita ended up in the match. So we had a 3-way, and there was barbed wire, there was chairs, there was tables, there was ladders, there was pieces of wood, there was fire, and at the end of the match, Edge speared Beulah McGillicuddy into 2020 and pinned her, and that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great match. Go back and watch that if you have to watch anything. Then we got another match. It was really short, quick. Balls Mahoney versus Masato Tanaka. And I gave it 2 Bibles. It wasn't anything great. It was a little filler match in that spot. And then before the main event, they were about to announce the main event, and Eugene showed up. Remember Eugene?
Yep, Eugene.
So he came out to read the absolute worst poem ever. And it's funny because as I was writing that it was the absolute worst poem ever, the ECW crowd showed that they agreed with me because they started chanting, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up." And then Sandman showed up and beat the shit out of him with a Singapore cane while the fans chanted for him to beg.
The one thing I actually hated about that ECW and that time frame, especially that moment, is that they weren't allowed to use Enter Sandman for Metallica. So Sandman had that shit fucking crap music. And same thing, Tommy Dreamer wasn't allowed to use Man in the Box by Alice in Chains.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't allowed to use that either. So they had to like dub and kind of change their music, which fucking sucked because it just didn't have. So it lost some of that feel. Like,
doesn't it make sense? Isn't it weird that they weren't able to use Alice in Chains? Wasn't Alice in Chains part of the first WrestleMania or the third WrestleMania or something like that?
Who knows, dude? I don't know.
No. That was Alice
Vince.
Cooper. Alice
Right.
Cooper. Sorry.
It was Vince. It was Vince not wanting to pay the royalties because you're gonna want to pay the royalties to use their song for like all of fucking the 30 seconds they're gonna use it for. I don't want to pay the royalties. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree, but you know, it's one of those things that go hand in hand. Like the Sandman's music is ECW. It's like a
but his music
part of
his
ECW.
own music instead of somebody else's music in the first place.
Yeah, but it was always good though. You know what I mean? It was always good. It always worked. You know, and it's just like I don't know. It was WWE just like cutting corners to freaking just to not pay for little things, just to make things just even better. You know, so I remember that. Not to mention they couldn't even call him the Sandman; they had to call him like Hack or something.
No, that was WCW.
Oh, it's WCW.
He was Sandman. Yeah, he was hacking WCW. He was Sandman.
Yeah, it was something terrible. It was like, come on, dude. It was like, you're the Sandman.
Well, that's because WCW ruined everything. But
it's true.
That's a whole different show. That's a whole different podcast. We can get into that another time. But so here we are now. We're at the main event, ECW One Night Stand. We're at 2 hours, 6 minutes and 59 seconds. Is that where you're paused at right now?
Yeah. 206.
No, 206.59.
Yeah. I had 206.58. Sorry.
Okay.
I think I hit stop 1 extra second beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm staring at some dude with a freaking black T-shirt on. I think it says Conroy or something, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Some dude with a black shirt on, staring off into space. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Do you think he's cute? I don't know why you're telling me about this guy.
I was hoping he would get thrown off the balcony.
Okay, fair enough. Well, anyway, if you guys haven't got to set up, pause this real quick. Go set up your network. 2 hours, 6 minutes, 59 seconds. Pause it. You can do 2:58 with him if you want. Um, it just means that I have to kind of be a second behind when I press play, but I got to lean forward and
Whatever.
hit it on my screen anyway, so it'll work
Not-
that way anyway. So go get yourself set up, come back, unpause, and we're ready to go as soon as you are. So we're going to count you down right now. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play, we all hit play, and we'll be watching this together. John Cena versus RVD for the World Championship at ECW One Night Stand. And are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get this right this time. I don't think we've got it right on the first time anytime.
I'm ready. Yeah.
So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, play.
Woohoo!
Of course, it's not moving in mine.
Oh, haha. Mine's going.
How far are you?
I don't know. Now I'm at 207.10.
207. All right. I'm like a second behind you, but that's fine. I just
Okay,
saw the
good.
RVD sign.
Oh, yeah. I got the guy talking. The ring announcer.
You're at the ring announcer talking? Would you pause it again?
Yeah, I paused it.
Oh, you weren't supposed to pause it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to.
Nope.
Oh, that's all right.
No, I just wanted you to keep going. We're going to try this again now.
That's all right. Now I went. Now I see the RVD sign. Here comes Rob Van Dam right now.
All
Coming
right.
out
So
of the,
you should be at 207, 30 something maybe.
I can't even see.
It just showed Rob Van Dam's name on my screen.
Yeah, I got. Here he comes right now. He's coming through the crowd. Rob Van Dam.
He's got his hands up right now.
Yeah.
It's whatever. We're all basically together. Mike
Yeah,
bucks
with it.
everything up. He's like W.
Hey, man, that was
Like
fine. You didn't start on time.
it was all good. He just kept it going.
Yeah. Here we go. Here he comes.
Ricardo, does that say Ricardo is a gay?
I think so.
Pretty sure that sign said Ricardo is a gay. Whoa, Ricardo, your boy just put you out.
Is it what was his name? Was that El Del Rio's ring announcer?
Del Rio?
Yeah, was that his ring
Oh,
announcer?
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Yeah, Ricardo Rodriguez, right.
I don't know. Is he a gay? Ricardo's a gay, apparently.
Yes, I don't know. Rob Van Dam. Project Deadman.
Give myself a little bit of sound over there. I always like to have a little bit of sound going on.
Fun fact: RVD used to would design all his own. He designed all his own ring gear.
Funner fact: Ricardo is a gay.
Look at this place. It's the ballroom.
Yeah, I always wanted. This is one place I always wanted to go see wrestling at.
Yeah, me too. I don't think there's a bad seat in the house. Probably.
Probably not. It's so small and intimate.
Yeah. Not to mention, I don't think anyone ever sat down.
True. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to be on the top balcony though. It is kind of high up there.
It looks high, but I think if you actually were there, it probably would look no different than you were at a balcony anywhere else. You know what I mean? I think it looks high because of the camera angles, but I think if you were actually looking at it, I bet it would look like it would be no big deal. Like those people, think about it, those people they look high up there, but they look far up there, but I don't think it's that high. I think it's no different than
like
being
the top balcony, the third level.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that the second deck is no different than the top balcony is no different than the second deck of a regular arena.
I guess because it's so close to, like,
Right.
It's like you're not like back in that balcony. That second balcony is completely over the first balcony.
Right, exactly. Long entrance for RVD, jeez. Milking it.
You know what I mean?
Here comes John Cena.
Why doesn't he have the briefcase?
Who?
Rob Van Dam.
Because he already cashed it in. That was his whole thing. He already announced he was going to cash it in
Yeah, but
for
shouldn't you
this.
have the briefcase right now because you're cashing in? Even though they
Need to.
announced it, he's probably still have the
No,
briefcase.
it was already announced. It was announced on Raw the week before.
Yeah,
He
you're
came
right.
out and he said, I said, I don't even need. I'm not even gonna be. He did a promo. He went to Cena and said that he's not gonna try to jump him. He's just coming out to tell him that I'm cashing my briefcase. And my match will be next week at One Night Stand, ECW One Night Stand.
ECW rules in this match too.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know that, if you have the volume, I don't know if they said it over the volume, but it was announced earlier in the night. It was mentioned by Taz that it's ECW rules and RVD. Right. It's like RVD's match and not John Cena's. And
right. If Cena wins, we riot.
Cena wins, we riot.
Right.
I mean, we're rioting right now anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
The spinner belt.
This is like before Cena started being the worst person in the world.
Yeah. It's amazing that this is 14 years ago.
If Cena wins, we riot.
I mean, this is 14 years ago.
Yeah. And John Cena hasn't changed his music in 14 fucking years.
He didn't change his music until when did he become I think it was after that WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania 20, where he turns basically face for the first time? When he beat the Big Show, I think he had his music then. So, I mean, I don't think he changed his music for, I don't know, 20
ever.
Yeah, when was WrestleMania 20? That was 2000.
I liked the Dr. Thugonomics music, Word Life.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I actually liked that a lot better. I wish he went back to it after a certain time.
Yeah.
Like it was much better.
I wish he would go back to I wish he just went back to the Dr. Thugonomics.
True. Another situation where ECW where RVD can't use his freaking entrance music from back in ECW days. He had to change his too. He had
I don't even remember what his
he had it was another one of those songs by somebody. I think it was like Black Sabbath, I think.
I like his WWE music better.
Yeah, it was called
Rob Van Dam! The whole fucking show!
No, he had a different one after that. I remember that was his TNA one.
Oh, you're right. It was the whole effing show in WWE. They didn't use the swear. What was that?
Yeah.
They threw Cena's shirt back at him? I love it.
He kept throwing in the stands. You
know what's funny? Like, this is the first time that happened to him at ECW, and it's happened now so many times after that.
Yeah.
Not because it's ECW, just because everyone started hating Cena.
Right. It's going to get thrown back, buddy. I would just keep it. When John Cena throws a shirt on the stands, no matter how much you hate him, dude, I'll take it.
You know, I wish I had someone to talk to right now to know if they were expecting this to happen.
Oh, the whole thing with the shirt being thrown back in?
Yeah. Well, they did Cena know that they were going to throw the shirt back a bunch of times?
I think he threw it the first time, not thinking anything of it. And then they threw it back. And then he think he did it again. And then I think
the black guy just flipped him off looking at me. Yeah. That was great.
I think he just went with it after that. I think after maybe the first time, he wasn't sure. But after like the second time, I think he just went with it.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I'm going to go with this. This is fucking great.
That was great right there. The last throwback in, it looked like it was staying out in the crowd. It gets tossed up to the black dude. He tosses it to me. He's like, fuck you.
People forget how nasty RVD was, too.
Oh, Rob Van Dam was a beast in his prime.
Yeah, he was. He was nasty. Still, I mean, even at this time, he was still nasty.
Yeah.
Like, he was a beast all around until he got old. But he was a beast when he was in ECW.
I wonder if they stole that toilet paper from the bathroom.
Probably. Maybe too how small John Cena is, too, compared to what he is, like, even now.
Well, yeah, this is before he was Super Cena.
Yeah, I know.
He's getting mad at all the toilet paper being thrown now.
I never understood how he could wrestle in sneakers either. Like, this guy he was still the way. I guess it worked for his style because he wasn't really like technical when it came to wrestling.
Yeah.
So he could get away with it because I can't imagine. I imagine his ankles were fucking just like murder.
Oh, I bet.
You know what I mean? Like wrestling in sneakers. Like, dude, your ankles must be fucking. I mean, I'm sure they're probably taped up underneath, but still.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, your ankles got to be fucking wrenched underneath those freaking in those sneakers.
You gotta look at this match and know, like, this isn't gonna be a technical match. If you're looking
No.
for a great technical match, don't watch this match.
No, absolutely not.
You probably don't want to watch any match on this card, actually.
Whip to the corner.
I guess maybe Randy Orton and Kurt Angle, you might have got some technical wrestling in there because of Angle. It was actually a real good wrestling match.
Yeah. John Cena was weird suplex. He always had a weird suplex. He always grabbed the guy by the leg. He didn't grab him like by the the corner, like the side of their hip, or the tights and the hip. He always grabbed them by like their thigh and picked them up that way.
I always felt John Cena just wanted to be Mark Wahlberg.
He kind of does look like Mark Wahlberg all the time. I'll buy that. He was from Boston. He was from Newburyport, whatever, West Newburyport.
Instead of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, it was
John Cena.
Johnny John and the Junkie Bunch.
I think all the WWE guys were gone at this point too, are they not?
What do you mean?
They were up in the balcony. Remember? Didn't they have all the? This was back when they had all the guys from freaking because they were. No idea was having even in the beginning wasn't Paul Heyman when he did his promo and stuff. Wasn't he having a discussion with freaking Bischoff up in the stands, or was that a different?
That was a different one. That wasn't here.
Oh, that was a different One Night Stand?
Yeah. That was probably the year before. They did one the year before, too. They did one in 2005.
Yeah, it might have been the one before it. Where they had the feud between ECW and SmackDown.
Because that's what started the invasion.
Okay, yeah.
The invasion started with that one in 2005.
Okay.
Because remember, it was ECW. WCW did the invasion, and then ECW came in and joined the invasion with them, and ECW didn't have their own brand for a while.
Yeah. That was like 2001 when that happened. The original invasion angle was 2001.
With the ECW?
No, with WCW and then the ECW merger. That was 2001. I think they made a second like ECW type like invasion when they were starting up the ECW brand again. So then it became Raw versus SmackDown versus ECW for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's So I know that was like Heyman was Heyman versus Bischoff versus Stephanie McMahon or whatever, or something like that. Like Bischoff was in charge of Raw, I think, and Stephanie was in charge of SmackDown, and then Heyman was supposedly in charge of ECW.
Something like that.
Yeah. Cena with the clothesline over the top rope. Down goes RVD.
This crowd is insane. If you have your volume up at all, this crowd is wild right now.
I did not put it up. I didn't want to screw up the sound here.
I've got it like on 1.
Yeah. I think it'd be too loud if I turned on. If I unmuted
these fans, the fans just coming at Cena like.
Oh yeah. Definitely a hostile environment for Cena.
I feel like ECW today would get canceled because cancel culture.
Oh, absolutely.
They'd just be like, "Oh my God, you couldn't send any of these snowflake little pussy wrestling fans up today. The little marks can't send them to an ECW show. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves."
I agree.
They would be so offended. Just everything they chant is. Imagine Effie showing up at a ECW show with the ECW crowd.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
Like they would just start chanting, "You suck dick! You suck dick! You're a faggot!" Like that. That's what they would do.
It would just be beeps. I hear you suck beep. You suck beep.
Well, listen, you could hear all of it clear on this pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because it's on pay-per-view, so you get away with it then.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a nice little flip by.
Nowadays, no ECW, it wouldn't exist. It'd be done. It wouldn't last.
It wouldn't last. It would get canceled because people would cry about it until it was off. Until no station carried it.
Just like they cry about everything else now.
Yeah.
Can't watch anything anymore. Everything's offensive.
Yep. Everything's offensive.
Yeah, now
Nothing
we've
gets
become
offended.
even worse than we were before. Before we were, you were you were offensive, but you were tolerable. Now you're just not even tolerable anymore.
Yeah, now you just have to get shut down
Yeah.
completely.
Now you can't do anything. Before you were like, yeah, you're offensive, but you're a
Oh,
bitch.
they just shut. Wow. They just shoved Rob Van Dam into a bunch of fans. I can't imagine that's cool.
Interesting though, how come and interesting how that space was there.
Yeah, it's like they created the space for it, but he still shoved him further than he was supposed
to. Oh, definitely. Now he's in the stand, so now we're up to the balcony. Now we're gonna go up stop. We're gonna go to the balcony. Oh, you Cena. Oh, you Cena. Ah. Oh, should have punched him through it. Yeah, should have punched him through it.
I should have punched him through it.
Wait. That's a smart move. Punch him through it. Come on, Cena. The ref told him to get back to the ring. Just like, you want to go back to the ring. You don't want to be out here.
Right? He's like, listen,
you want to go back to the ring.
I'm not going to be able to protect you if you stay out here because these fans aren't irregular WWE fans.
Right. They're not. You're going to end up getting hit. Someone's going to hit you, and then we're going to have to. It's going to cause problems.
Right.
Which I will say, props to the ECW fans during this pay-per-view that they were all kind of on their behavior.
Except that they attack. You know what I love about ECW fans? Like, ECW fans are like the heels of wrestling fans.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, they booed Eugene, who was doing this poem about how he loves everybody.
Which is fine. I always thought the WWE missed an opportunity with Eugene. I think they could have made him.
Nick Dinsmore. The guy's a great wrestler.
Right.
If you look at his work outside of WWE, he's not Eugene. The guy is great. They just didn't know what they were doing.
I would have
another character that just wouldn't make it today. You can't have a character that's mentally retarded.
I would have made it. I would have made his character all kind of have that, not so much the retard strength, but the point where
you just said to give him retard strength.
No, I said not. I said not to give him the what so-called retard strength, but you would have him kind of Hulk up, and then but then he would do he would get pissed, but then all of a sudden he would start doing all the wrestling of all different wrestlers all the time, so that you couldn't beat him because you didn't know what wrestling
he was going to use his finisher this time.
Right, he'd have a different move all the time.
That was a horrible chair drop kick.
Yes.
He botched that.
I mean, that's what I would have done with Eugene. All of a sudden he starts getting all pissed off and then he beats you with a stunner.
I would have not done Eugene as Eugene. Just say it.
Yeah. I would have done him something like that where he started just
But you just wouldn't have been Eugene. It would have made him a retard. He starts
remembering everything. He starts remembering how he used to, all his old wrestling matches and moves, and starts doing all kinds. Oh, Rolling Thunder.
See, if he wanted to be really good about it, whatever state he's in, he would do a wrestler from that state.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. I just said he would just do different things, or he would do your own stuff. You know what I mean? He'd be wrestling Randy Orton, and then he would hit him with an RKO. You know what I mean? Or he'd just steal your moves and beat you with them. Or he'd steal other wrestlers' moves that he remembers from when he was a kid. Start doing old school ones, He'd do the Iron Claw from freaking the Von Erich's Iron Claw all of a sudden. You know what I mean? He'd just do weird moves. He'd just do old school moves that he didn't even remember, just as nostalgia. You're oh shit. Holy crap, he's doing the Iron Claw. Oh my God, he's got him in the camel clutch. You know what I mean? Oh, he did Hulk Hogan's ultimate immortal leg drop, whatever.
What are we gonna see right now? Is gonna 5-star?
Nope, split like a moonsault. Oh, there it is. Oh,
and knee up. So here's my thing. What would a knee up do if he was doing it onto a chair anyway?
I don't know.
It's just
why wouldn't you just why wouldn't you just throw it up at him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, DDT onto the chair. Wow, that was a mean DDT. He sold the hell out of that DDT.
Yes, he does.
And what's up
RVD,
with W? Let me tell you something. All these chairs at this show are weak as all hell. If you go back and watch the match before with Masato Tanaka, not Pat Tanaka, Masato Tanaka versus Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney nailed him with a chair and like maimed the chair. That chair right there is all beat up already.
It's true. I think because they're not black.
So you're saying if it's not a black chair, it's weak? That's racist, dude.
Well, it's true though. How many black steel chairs? Do you remember? Always got like
black chairs matter.
That's right. Black chairs matter.
Oh, oh!
Wouldn't actually be correct, but whatever. We'll buy it. We'll take it. Not quite how that move would work, but okay.
What, sending them through that chair like that?
Because a slingshot wouldn't send you to the middle one.
To the middle one, yeah.
It sent you to the top row, the top turnbuckle, not the middle turnbuckle. He basically had to jump into it as opposed to under.
Yeah.
If you laid it across,
it was one of those moves that they shouldn't have showed the replay on, because when you watch the replay of it, you see him reach out and grab the rope and pull himself into it.
Right. It would have been better to lay it across the top rope and then done the slingshot, so he jumped up in the air and hit on it and landed on top of it with his face. RVD. Oh, here we go. 5 moves of doom. Oh, there's one. Well, it's one of them.
I still don't get how nobody ever caught that the 5-knuckle shuffle is a sexual innuendo to John Cena jerking off. Which, again, I don't know why you would want your move to be called jerking off.
I don't know why you would.
5-knuckle shuffle. He's like, you can't see me. Like,
it was also
really? That's gross, dude.
You know how many times he would like throw that move and it would totally be exposed as missing it completely.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he just punched the mat on top of.
Now was he setting him up for the FU? Was this that?
Was it still FU then?
Adjustment, or is that? I bet you this is the FU then.
I think it might have still been the FU then. It hadn't become the AA yet because it didn't get canceled yet.
Dude, they were chanting, "You suck dick," and you could hear it clearly at this pay-per-view.
Oh!
They're definitely not worried about calling a move FU at this point in WWE.
Spinning heel kick by RVD. RVD.
There's a lot of things I still want to see in this match that I hope we get to see.
Do you not remember this match?
No. Did I just tell you that I remember this whole pay-per-view? Pretty sure I said that. I
know exactly how this match is. I know exactly what happens in this match. Oh. RVD with a big up, and here we go. Top rope, throwing it. Oh,
that was mean. He caught him good. RVD just sells in this match, huh?
Oh, he sold. He sold.
Like ECW RVD sells.
Yeah. He definitely sold for Cena. 2. Oh, he kicks out at 2. 2.
I just want to see coast to coast, or a Van Daminator. We haven't seen a Van Daminator yet.
The Van Daminator and the Van Terminator.
Yeah.
And the 5-star frog splash sheet.
Well, you know you're going to see a 5-star.
A 55-star. Oh, up. Oh. And.
Oh, that was kind of like a botch. I don't think they know what's going on here. It's like he's just trying to like slam John Cena's dick.
He has no strength to do this. He fucked up. He absolutely fucked this up.
Yeah. Oh, that looked like that hurt John Cena's back. Like he wasn't supposed to fall off the ring like that.
And that absolutely fucked
his back on the apron.
Absolutely fucked that up. Not what he wanted to do. Oh, I think that's what they were trying to get to, but
just botched it completely because RVD couldn't pick him up like he wanted to.
Oh, he got it. Looked like he got his leg caught.
I gotta wonder whose fault that was. Was that Cena's fault or?
It might have been Cena's fault. Well, it could have been a combination of both.
A little of both, yeah.
Yeah, RVD didn't have enough strength to.
It's so funny when you're like AEW because there was like they left no ring between the ring and the and the crowd.
Right. Yeah.
So
True.
watching him trying to get tables out from underneath the
Which
ring
was nice because that's what I meant before about having that closeness, that feel of being like right there in the action because you're right next to it.
intimate. I like the word intimate.
Intimate. That's a good word. Intimate.
Usually I use it if
Intimate.
I'm talking about like Beulah McGillicuddy. As
Yes.
in,
Yes.
I would like to get intimate with Beulah.
Yes.
And her name's Beulah. Typically, you wouldn't say that about a Beulah. You would just, like the name
Beulah.
Beulah, you just expect somebody gross.
True. Beulah. Oh, the STFU. The
I
STFU.
remember at one point I thought Rob Van Dam was related to Jean Claude.
I think he got his name from it.
He must have, because he kind of looks a little like him. Like he looks like he could be his cousin.
Yeah. Believe me,
And he does the flips and kicks. So
yeah. I believe if I remember correctly, I believe RVD's real name is like Popinski or something like that, or Popinski.
Soda Popinski? I don't think it's
Something like that.
I don't think his name is Soda Popinski.
He's got a Polish last name, I think. I
He's
remember.
Polish, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not Popinski though.
Something like that. I think it starts with a P.
I think it starts with a P. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah.
Who is this fat ref? Look at this fat, out of shape ECW referee.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Where's their regular? Oh, he just assaulted the ref. How could he?
Hey, he's probably like your cousin. His last name's
It's Zarkowski.
Sakowski. Szat-Kowski.
I knew it was Polish. Oh, his wife's name is Sonia Van Dam. Did he change his name? Did he legally change his name to Van Dam?
I don't know.
That'd be pretty interesting. His wife actually, her last name is Van Dam. So.
Like, no. It's not just not his wife. It's Jean Claude's wife. He just bangs her.
Oh, is that what it is? Is
No, I don't know. I'm just being a jerk.
Sonia Van Dam. It's cool name.
Cena got the stairs in his hand.
Oh, the steel
Just
stairs.
laid him out with those stairs.
Cena looking like he's dominant, but now there's no ref. What are we gonna do?
Wait, what did I miss him beating the ref up when I was looking at that?
Yeah, he clotheslined the ref. You don't remember?
Oh, good job, Cena. No, I didn't.
Oh, here comes
I don't remember this.
Oh, it's Sid Patrick, the crooked ref from WCW.
We get a SmackDown referee. I'm sure that Taz is flipping out about there being a
It's
SmackDown referee.
it's the NWO ref, Nick Patrick.
Yes.
The NWO has invaded ECW. Cena getting ready.
Imagine Nick Patrick gets a low blow on Cena.
He might. Oh, he's talking to somebody. Just told him to, hey, grab the ropes.
Yeah, like you never know what could happen. They could have changed the recorded.
Oh!
They could have changed the taped footage, as Shiza would say.
Oh, here he comes. There's the biker. Boom! Through the table. Remember what this is?
No, I forget. I remember this happening now, but I forget.
It's the boy.
Edge. That's right.
It's Edge.
I was gonna say, was this Edge?
Yep. And the fans start chanting, "Thank you, Edge." Thank you, Edge. Thank you, Edge. Thank you, Edge. This match is pretty much.
So did Edge join ECW when this happened?
No, this started the feud between John Cena
and John Cena. Yeah.
Right, yep.
Edge looks so young in this.
He definitely does. Definitely. I mean, it was 14 years ago. So, what is he, like 60 now? So he's like 46.
Oh, he looks like he's like 75.
Yeah, something
now.
like that.
Rob Van Dam looks super old now too, but that's just probably all the drugs and partying.
Yeah, he's oh, here comes 5. I missed the part where Nick Patrick got knocked out. 5-star frog splash.
I love when he does a frog splash like that and he like turns with the splash. Yeah.
No ref though. We need a ref. Get Nick Patrick. That's all right. Paul Heyman will come out. He'll help you. Yes. See? Paul Heyman.
How does this even legal?
It's ECW, and he runs the place. Why can't the boss call? Why wouldn't the boss have referee powers?
Because don't you have to be like a licensed referee? You can't just all of a sudden just be a referee if you're not a
Why
licensed
can't
ref.
the ref? Why couldn't the boss be a licensed referee too?
I guess he could
Right?
be.
It could be part of being the boss is you're a licensed referee
Because
as
you
well.
become a licensed referee.
Yeah, it's part of your job to be a licensed referee, right? Teddy Long was
Yes.
commissioner. He was a referee.
Yeah,
So
but he was a
when you
referee before.
right, so that's what I'm saying. He was a legal referee, but then he became the boss. So
I don't think Paul Heyman was ever a referee first and then became the boss.
I don't know. He was an announcer. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe it's part of being the boss is that you have to be licensed as a referee.
Maybe in the ECW they don't use licensed referees. Because that fat guy that was the referee looks like he wasn't a licensed ref. He was just some fat
too.
dude.
Maybe they did that as well. It's a good point. I don't know. But there you go. RVD, the new WWE champion.
And he's partying with the fans.
Yes,
the big shows come out. Is this when Big Show comes out to like fight him?
I don't know. Is he the next? I don't remember what happens after this. RVD's title reign doesn't last very long.
No, it doesn't.
Pretty much right away.
RVD 420 says I just smoked your ass.
Yes. I don't remember what happens to the title after this, though.
And he's just up in the crowd celebrating.
Rey Mysterio up there? Is he up with Rey Mysterio?
That's not really Rey Mysterio. That's some guy wearing a Rey Mysterio mask that's been out there all night long.
Are you sure it's not Rey Mysterio? Looks like him.
I think that guy's taller than Rey Mysterio.
Kurt Angle and the Big Show. Oh, here's all the ECW
all
guys.
ECW's in the ring celebrating.
Yep, celebrating while RVD's up in the crowd.
Now, if I was WWE, I'd come throw him over the top. That's what you do.
And there you go. Oh, there was Bill Alfonso.
Bill
How come he wasn't out there for RVD?
I don't know.
Why is he out there blowing his whistle?
Who knows? And everyone just going crazy for Rob Van Dam finally winning it.
The celebration is on at ECW. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, how'd you get a beer? Stone Cold out there?
No, Sandman is. Same thing.
Sandman gave you a beer. That's right. Sandman. Now they got to bring RVD back, and he's probably
they got to try to like, get him through everybody.
They got to get back. The champ is queer. Did you see that sign?
The champ is queer. That's awesome. The champ is here.
The champ is queer.
That sign would be banned from a show today.
Yeah, it's also like now you can't put that up anymore. RVD's champ. You saying RVD's is queer?
Maybe they didn't like. Maybe that guy didn't like RVD.
Oh, this is where the Big Show turns heel.
What?
No, because Big Show always turns.
Yeah, right.
This is where the Big Show turns heel.
I was gonna say he just turned heel. He's gonna turn face here.
Oh, he's gonna turn face. Sorry. This is where the Big Show turns face.
And it'll turn heel like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, and then immediately turns heel again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Aldo Montoya. Just incredible.
The Portuguese man of war.
Oh, Edge came out from under the ring. Oh, what is ugly spear.
Oh, that was an ugly spear. You should have never replayed that spear. It looked so much better from the horrible angle you showed the first time instead of like that. That was just a horrible spear.
And a 5-star frog splash. Before Paul Heyman, somehow referee, comes out.
Decides he's going to be the ref tonight.
I don't remember. I think, I could be wrong, I think actually they challenge his ruling because he isn't the ref.
It would make sense.
Yeah, I don't remember what happens after this pay-per-view. I just know that RVD isn't champ very long. Pretty sure he loses it within, I think, a couple weeks. Because this is one of those...
well, he was so Paul Heyman awarded him the reactivated ECW World Heavyweight Championship right after this.
Okay, so that's what it was. And then they put the regular WWE title back up, I think, in a tournament or something like that. Or they had
yeah.
They had something between, I think it was because it was between Edge and Cena. I think Edge and Cena then fight for the title again.
I think so.
When WWE paid on. That's right. Yeah, because he becomes the ECW champion, and then I think loses it. He doesn't last very long. I think he actually loses it. I want to say the Big Show.
Maybe. You might be right.
Bobby Lashley or something like that.
Oh, Bobby Lashley, jeez.
With the
Well,
zombie.
so that was our Flashback Friday.
There you go.
Next week, tune in. I can't wait for next week's Mac. Next week is going to be great. We're going to Clash of the Champions 7. We're going to Clash of the Champions 7, June the 13th, 1989.
Oh,
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Terry Funk.
Oh, wow.
The only time that those two met in a WCW or WWF ring.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Terry Funk.
Figure that one should be a great one. We get some good ones coming up the rest of the month. After this one, we've got Savage versus Hogan for the WWE Championship at the Boston Garden, June 27th, 1986. Chief J Strong, July 3rd, Chief J Strongbow versus Mr. Fuji. It was June the 30th, 1973. It's actually the oldest show on the network.
Wow.
So we're going to go back and watch the oldest show on the network for that one. We've got the 10th of July, Lex Luger versus Ric Flair at Great American Bash, July 10th, 1988. And the 17th, we've got Justin Credible versus Tommy Dreamer in a Stairway to Hell match at ECW for the ECW Championship at Heatwave. And that was July 16th, 2000. Then we've got Punk versus Cena for the WWE Championship at Raw 1000, July 23rd. That's our July 24th show. And then the July 30th, we wrap up the month of July with the Brainbusters versus Demolition for the WWF Tag Team Championship, Saturday night's main event that happened July 29th, 1989. There's still more to go, but that's just what we've got coming for you the rest of June and July. So we've got some good ones. I'm looking forward to Steamboat Funk next week. That should be a really good match to watch. And I'll do like I normally do. I'll review the show, write it up. Now, last week I had some issues. I was away on vacation, so I didn't really get my Flashback Friday up. I'm going to try to get them both up this week. So last week's and this week, I got to get Travis to drop that one up there. Shout out to Travis Moody, GodHatesGeeks.com. But hopefully you'll get both of them. If not, you'll get one of them, and you'll have a missing episode somewhere. But you can just watch it with us and watch the match. That's all that really counts.
There you go.
But I thought that was a good match. I'm going to give that one – I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. It could have been better. It wasn't anything amazing. I didn't get a Van Daminator. I didn't get a Van Terminator. There's a lot of things that we didn't get to see. We didn't even see an FU.
This is true. Yeah. It did lack a lot of like big time spots. So yeah, I would go. I might go a little lower than that just because you didn't really get much out of that. I knew much about that match anyways. And just the, even with the finish and everything, I'd probably go at 3.25.
Fair enough. I'm into how into it the crowd was, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean that carried a lot of it.
Yeah,
but you had a lot of botch moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had a lot of botches. You didn't get any big time spots except for like the 5-star. Like no one even got to really. Neither one of them really rolled out all of their signature stuff.
Yeah, which was crazy. Like that's weird to me.
Van Dam only did a couple, and Cena only did a couple.
Like even the false finishes weren't like believable false finishes. It wasn't like I thought that it was going to be over at any point. And now this was me not remembering this match at all and watching it, so it wasn't any point that I was like, oh my god, it's going to be done.
Yeah.
Even though I knew the winner, I guess, so that might have changed it all anyway. But whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Could have been better, but well done. Definitely not the best match on the show. Go back and watch it if you want to watch the rest of them. Like I said, my Flashback Friday should be up for it at some point tomorrow. Hopefully they'll both be up there. If not, oh well, I don't know what to tell you. But next week, Ricky Steamboat, Terry Funk, plus we'll have our regular show coming up on It'll drop on Saturday here. And we will have our Backlash preview. Plus, we got a few other things to talk about on top of that.
Greatest show in the world.
Oh, my God. So ridiculous. That's a whole
So
nother. We're going to have a nice little topic on that whole greatest match ever. Bullshit. Jesus. Well, before we get out of here, you got anything you want to say?
No. It was a good flashback. It was a good match. I remember that one. It was a decent. I mean, it was a decent match. It was all right, but like I said, I remember it. A little nostalgia. I remember that match pretty well.
Yeah, I kind of remember the match, but I didn't really remember it, and I don't really remember much of that pay-per-view. Maybe I was really high during those days. It was '96.
Yeah. I mean, it was 2000. It was 2006, so it's not
2006.
Like 2006, so it's not like it was at the peak of anything at the time.
Yeah, I was probably really high.
Yeah,
I was probably at that point where I was just really, really high.
Right.
Yeah, it's whatever. But other than that, it's always fun doing our Flashback Fridays. I love watching it with you guys. Make sure you tune in next week for Ricky Steamboat versus Terry Funk. Other than that, we're going to put a bow on this thing, wrap it up, and get out of here. So until next time, I'm Sean Puff.
And I'm Mike K.
And this has been Flashback Fridays on Smarks, Spotmonkeys, and Superkicks. We're out of here. Peace out. Big ups, Boston.
Yeah, peace out.